Summer, you've been a client now for a couple months. We've like really gotten to a nice little cadence of working together. Tell me about your journey. Why did you choose to work with Focus Funnels at the beginning?
It really we felt it was time for a change, and I think your approach of kind of back to the basics and simplifying things was what really piqued my interest. And then the short-term contract also for me really solidified your confidence in what you were doing. And so I think those were really two big things because I'm not a marketing person. I have a hard time kind of deciding how to decipher all of the information when it comes across as really like
Yeah.
technical jargon. I don't get it. And I feel like your approach of going back to the basics and your team with so much patience really able to break down everything for us has been a huge benefit in my opinion. I mean, and it was really the reason that we decided to make that change, just kind of your pitching it that way.
I love that. I love that. Well, thank you. Yeah, I mean,
You're welcome.
one of the biggest things we try to do here is make marketing like literally our tagline is we take the mystery out of marketing. Is we make it really simple. And at the end of the day, I think one of the strengths of Baby Bling is you guys are connecting human to human, right? And that connection's everything. Like you're putting a smile on someone's face every time they're using your product. And our job's easy. We just need to help tell that story.
Yeah.
I
I
love
think
that.
you always have pitched it in a way as well that you remember that it was human to human too, and it was like the things that we're doing and the ways that we're going to help you increase your sales, I guess, is the main factor, is really ways that still felt good to me, that didn't feel like, oh,
Yeah,
we're going to track this person, and that felt like shady or that I was needing
right.
to trick somebody into buying my product. You remembered too that, these are people and that your product has value to them. And all we're going to do is explain it to them. It's not we're tricking them into buying your product. So I always loved that that was the way you presented it as well.
That's incredible. Yeah, we love that. We love that. So now you've had a chance to work with us. You know, you're we're day to day. We're doing all these fun things together. We're working on Facebook. We've got some Google stuff happening. We're about to launch TikTok together. So what has your experience been up to this point?
Our experience has been great. We've had such a good responsive relationship with Lee, which we definitely appreciate, because being able to just kind of fire off a question in the middle of the day and get a quick response, and having
Yeah.
those weekly meetings that we know we can count on to just kind of stay on top of everything has been awesome. And I just also can't say enough good things about Zach and his community academy. I mean, it's really been the first time I've been doing Baby Bling for 16 years, and I feel like this is the first time I really grasped the idea that every function at our company can benefit from having a better understanding of marketing and the way our website works and the way we
Yeah.
are presenting ourselves. I think I never really saw how integral all of that was until we started really learning from Zach.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And I think like when you look at focus models, there's really two pieces of value that we bring to the table. There's obviously the marketing prowess, you know, working with our team, us running your funnels, building your audiences, really helping drive sales in a cool, authentic way. But then there's really the coaching for the founders and the leaders like yourself that we put on that we don't really even charge for. Like it's just kind of
Right.
like that's an additional piece that when you're working with us, you get access to that. What we found is that type of coaching and consulting, when we tie it with the actual marketing that we're doing together, things really start to sync, right? Because if we
Right.
can enable you to be like a top level founder that really understands the ins and outs of your business, when we're doing the marketing stuff, it makes our job so much easier to be effective. And
Right.
like, I think one of the biggest things we try to do here is we try to build like a true partnership. And I think that really is a key piece to it.
I agree, and I feel like it also builds a lot of trust in our relationship when we are taking advantage of that training, because I feel like we're showing you guys, "Hey, we're working really hard too," instead of
Yeah.
just saying, "Oh, you figure it out. You guys do all the work and we're just gonna sit here and reap the benefits," right? Like we're also working in conjunction with you and the things that you're
Yeah.
doing. And I think that that benefits both of us and benefits our relationship. I think it just builds a lot of trust that way.
Yeah. Yeah. I absolutely love that. I absolutely love that. What it, and once again, thank you so much. This is really valuable feedback for our team. And what do you think is one thing where you've seen the biggest difference, working with us as opposed to some of your other partners in the past?
I mean, really, the education, rather than just having someone say, hey, you need to have a better description. Having Zach break it down and say, no, your description for your product needs to look like this. And here is why. And here is like how here are the actual steps, and then it's kind of up to us to take those steps.
Yeah.
But just kind of always explaining the why instead of just saying, oh, hey, you need to fix this problem. It's like, and here are a couple examples, or here are a few ways that you could address that problem. I think in the past we've had, so many people say, okay, well, we need new, imagery, or we need new
Yeah.
content. And your team, I felt like, has just taken it that a couple more steps of saying, here is what it should look like. Here is what,
Yeah.
the direction we should go, instead of us just feeling like every time we need to come up with creative content,
Just like,
we're
oh,
just starting with a blank page, instead of somebody saying, no, here's some tools. Let's
yeah.
do, these things.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah. And it just comes back to, we've worked with so many different brands across so many different industries. If we can't guide you and help you on that, it's like, why did you hire us?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So that's like a big piece we come to the table is we're trying to help make it as easy as possible for you guys to do your job really well so that then we can do our job really well. And when you marry those things together, you just get so much synergy and such a good flow.
I
So
agree.
that is awesome. Well, this has been incredibly helpful. Any last comments or anything you'd like to say?
I feel like I have just nothing but positive vibes every time I speak with you, every time I speak with anybody from your team. I just feel I feel respected for what I'm doing. I think I've had so many, different people in the past that we've tried to work that just kind of put baby brands, on a lower tier or on a back burner. And I've definitely never felt that with Focus Funnels. I've felt that you've always respected and appreciated what we're doing in our business. And so it's just been a positive relationship from day one, I feel.